using PHP.
Ik heb ook wat fancy.
En dan?
Daar gaan we een functie. Een functie.
Maar
Wenn man hat er was rein.
Ja, davon aus, dass in der Datenbank ist ja immer davon aus, dass wir alle Daten
Wo kommt denn der Status her? Wo kommt dieser Status her?
Ja, das ist
Wo kommt denn der Status her? Das weiß ich gar nicht.
History, then you remove computers apart, I don't know.
Right, well 105 should be alright.
That's what I just checked.
The signal tonight,
She's not yet, she's doing that too.
can you tell her I need to say her about
She's over in hospitality.
yeah, but I presume she's coming back.
I don't know. I just, yeah, do, yeah, send her an email or I don't know what she's doing. Yeah.
Okay, alright, try again. I've just seen direction there saying
You're going to be famous, guys.
Nu krijgen we de foutmelding.
Ja, das ist Echo.
I'm making what? I don't know what the...
Ich bin im Deutsch nicht. Das heißt, I'm an angry girl.
I'm angry girl, oh right, okay.
You can just delete it. Unnecessary.
You sure it's unnecessary? Oh, that's some very complicated PHP there. What's the... Does description what you
to insert, I think the only thing you have to do is, I don't know if you can just copy the PHP into your...
Is een batterij? Is het? Op het moment dat ik het dus doe.
The task of our group was to split the user story into development tasks, and here you can see what we did, and yeah, enjoy how it's been done. So, come on. This is our team.
Nice one. First, you can register a new user with a simple form. We have already add a user. His name test and test. And you can log in. Then you see your name and have a logout button. And you see the user stories that you belong to. And when you click on a user story, in this case it's only one, you see the work package for this user story. You see the team who do the work package, and the description, what you want to do, and the given time.
Okay.
And it's automatically add to the database.
Very good.
And you can log out, and then you are logged out and nobody can access the database.
Excellent. Okay. So, do you think they met the user story? Yeah? Yeah, I think so. Do you think it's a system you could find useful? So you know as a developer what you need to do? Yeah? Okay, now the big question, do you think it's pretty?
No.
Okay, the next big question, we'll use some of that next week and we'll start to build on that and we'll start to bring these pieces together. So we have a login system there which was not part of your user story, was it?
No.
No? So one... Hear that?
As a developer you need to see the Scrum backlog to see what is next.
Okay, so we're seeing here the Scrum backlog, and you've also provided us with a feature that allows us to put a new entry into the Scrum backlog. Yeah? Okay, so the basics of being able to take some data, store it away, and then other people can use it. So if you were to log on to the system, then you could see the Scrum backlog as well. So we can imagine that I put something into the Scrum backlog, and over in Holland, they then look at the Scrum backlog and they see the list of the things that are in the Scrum backlog. Over in Germany, they look at the Scrum backlog and they see those updates. Okay. Notice that this looks very different to the first one. The look and the feel of it is very different.
Yeah.
So what's the next? What will we have to do next week? What's one of the jobs going to be?
Make one CSS for all files.
Exactly. So next week, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have a group of people that are the interface design group. And they're going to be the people that are going to define what it looks like rather than what it does. Okay? So you guys that are here next week, you need to think about, am I the interface design guy? No, he says. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Very good. Yeah.
Ja, doe dit.
Oh, nee, wacht, hij is net
Oh, do I?
Ja. Ik klik ook zeker. Van eigen logo. So what we needed to do was...
Fuck eigen logo.
As a product manager, you need to create new user stories. And that's what we do.
So just talk us through that.
Yeah, well, you can select a product name from the product backlog in the database. Then you enter a description and status ID or the priorities. And that's one. And the second one is just make a list. So you could make different tasks with different names, so everybody could see what tasks still have to be done and still have.
Okay.
And if it has been done, you can of course delete it.
You said as IDs too, but it says one.
Yeah, this is just for testing. It's a description. It's just as the product name is a description we added. So you can enter SID from 1 to 1,000, and then the description is what shows you. So it's easier than just the name, because the description is much larger. We also added a forum for the developers and product managers to keep in touch, and it actually works the same way as user stories. So it is answered here. Yeah, and the chat works actually the same.
So we have a forum and a chat. Yeah?
Sorry?
A forum and a chat.
Yeah, yeah. Forum and a chat.
Okay.
It just turned out to be the same. So.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah, the links work as well.
Okay, so we've implemented all of the functionality we expected plus 2 extra pieces. Were those 2 extra items on the set of user stories that we originally identified? No. However, would those 2 items be useful if we were building this system?
Yes.
Yes. So in fact what we've done is we've discovered some new user stories in building it. Yeah? Okay, that's good. Notice the other thing, I quite like the fact that they've started to format, they've actually got a menu on the left hand side, and the product's got some identity, SurveyMonkey up there. Yeah, very good. We might be going with that for the product name, SurveyMonkey. But overall, yeah, excellent. We'll be using that next week. Thank you, gentlemen. Who's next? Any more in this team? Yeah? Yeah?
Yes. The cowboy himself.
Yes, our group is Henry, Gabriel, me, Kai.
and Barent, and our user story was the user needs to see the user stories to set the priorities, and the second one, the user needs to be able to add new user stories. As you can see here, we got several user stories already in it, and we can change the priority from lowest to high or anything else, and change then the color if it's.
Yeah, we have a problem with the database. We removed one item in the database, and then the program changed that one item, but that one item is deleted.
But you can add new user stories. Okay, let's.
Yes.
Okay, so
for example. And set the priority to high, and it's been added to the.
with a priority of it being high.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And every priority has its own color, so
Yep.
that you can see on first.
Excellent. Okay. So you'll notice in this that there's been a different approach taken, in as much as there's a bit more focus on the actual description of the user story. Okay. Because remember that somebody's actually got to be able to type in who, wants what, and why. So we've now got something which contains enough space and additional information that we can prioritise whether it's important or not. So integrating that with something like the login system that we saw would start to give us a working system. Okay? So $300 a day, £300 a day? Yeah? No? No?
Not yet.
Alright, £7 a day I reckon we're up to so far.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, thank you gentlemen, well done. At least when the fun goes away you know that it's working. With a coder you go away and then a week later you have to call him back because found all the errors that you made.
Who's talking?
Yes.
James is talking.
Okay, this is our project from Devon, Tim James, me and Stefan. And our user story was, as a project manager, you need a function to create a project. So this is our function to create a project. Here you can see, yeah, you can fit in a user project name. Because it's saved. And developers, you can write in here who work with this project. For example, and you can write a starting date when the project should begin. Today is the
11th.
And then they estimated a deadline, so you can compare. And the client in this task is Dave. And then you can add the project. Oh, okay, so because of these, we just test one name.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then it should be in the, it will be saved in the database.
Okay, we might not be able to show the database from here because so what we've got is the ability to enter the project, but we haven't got the ability to look at the project yet. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Part of the user story.
Sorry? Exactly, yeah, that's right, exactly. You know, you've stuck rigorously to the user story that you were given, which was exactly the point that, you know, we can put something in. Then what's the next step in this? We've just added another piece to the whole jigsaw. So what does this give us? What do we need to add this to make something that works? If this is the project, what's the thing underneath the project? You've all been working on them all week.
To get the information from the database?
Well, no. We can add a project. So now we've got something where we can add user stories. So we need to be able to join the user stories to the project. So we can say which project relates to which user stories. Yeah? Okay. So that's good. Excellent. I like it. Good look and feel. Well done, gentlemen.